should be able to hear me now. Damn, I was just playing hard ass rap songs and I was getting deep. I know you can hear me now because I can see the bar. At least my computer is recognizing this mic. I just got a new mic too. That's what it was, dude. I apologize. Oh, dude, I was just playing some really good music. Oh well, we can play music any other time. All right, so Mushihime Sama. So I was just saying, thanks for pointing out that you couldn't hear me because I was just going off on a tangent. So I get it. This is a popular game, and for good reason. I'm attached to this game as well. But the interesting thing about this game is how I do on a playthrough of Mushihime Sama is kind of indicative on how I'm kind of doing in life, you know, at that specific moment. For example, and this is where I said this is going to get kind of weird. Oh God, my phone's going off. My definition of spirituality is not really so much a religious thing. It's like how I feel about myself and the world around me. And when all that stuff is in tune, I can do pretty good on some of these playthroughs. That's kind of the point I was trying to make there. But oh Lord. Oh, I'll have to read this. Let's see. I'll leave town Thursday for the weekend. If you need anything before, let me know. All right. Sorry, I had to. I'm gonna turn my phone off. I just had to. Sweet. Okay, cool. That was Plug Man Jones. Old Plug Man Jones says that he'll do anything for me, so that makes me very happy. Very happy. I should do very good on a playthrough of this Mushihime Sama now. Oh. Come on. Send off one more text. Chocolate. How the hell do you spell chocolate? C-H... Let's see. You're going to get the house. The dead physical. Ooh. I guess I will. Because one of the game stores around me has to have it. Oh, dude, I found a shooter for the Super Nintendo yesterday called Imperium. I haven't looked it up, but just by the looks of it, I'm pretty sure it's a compile shooter. And if it's not, for whatever reason, if it's not a compile shooter, they got all their inspiration from compile. As a matter of fact, I got to look this up real quick. Hold on, let me fire off this text. Chocolate. Why? And my auto spell's not even picking up chocolate. Why? Oh God, why can't I spell chocolate? Chocolate. Choke. C-H-O. Choc. Oh, bam, there it is. Chocolate. All right, cool. All right, Imperium. Let's see. I'm still getting used to this new phone. Got a new phone, so I got a new camera. Got a new mic. A banging mic, I think. Well, at least way better than what I'm used to. Yeah, I might go to the game store today and film some. I just wanted to like film shit, you know. Now that I got all this cool new stuff, I got this awesome new grip. I could take this thing and like in this phone, the camera on this phone is so good. Why would I ever need to buy a camcorder or anything like that ever again? Why? And then I can do everything. I got my edit. I mean, of course, I use my computer, right? Of course, I use my computer. Like I'm using my computer right now. I mean, it's part of the picture, I guess. But man, you can do so much with your phone now. When you pair that with a banging grip and a really good mic, I think that's a recipe for. There's gonna be a lot more people on YouTube, which is a good thing. I wish YouTube was more of like kind of like with the way YouTube was back in like 2008 when it was just different. It was like less monetization. Although I'm wanting to talk, I got my channel monetized, right? At least I don't have like I get it with the Patreon, like some of those guys that catch the predator catchers and stuff like that. Some of those guys, and they interact with you, and they're cool. I get it, and they do that for a living, and I agree with that. The cops don't have time to deal with that, and they're not crafty enough, nor would the states probably allow them to utilize some of the tactics that these predator catchers use. Yeah, I know, right? I don't really mind it. Like I said, if it's like the predator catchers, oh God, I'll leave. There's a YouTuber that I watched. He's a gardening YouTuber, right? He is kind of I don't want to mention his name, but he's a gardening YouTuber that I watch, and he does preach with the memberships quite a bit. But at the same time, I get the I feel like he is putting all of the money back into his channel, and he interacts a lot with his community. So I just want him to know how I feel, though. I want him to know, and I don't want to piss off anyone in that community, though. But I don't want to have to pay money to interact. And the dude interacts with me, and I don't pay him, nor have I ever paid a YouTuber. And that's why I'm not going off the hinge on this guy, because he does interact with me and other people that have questions. But I do have more questions that I need answers to, and I don't want to pay this guy the money for the answers. I'd rather just find these answers out on my own and beat my head into the ground. Guard. I'm just trying to play it safe, bro. You know what I mean. We do garden, though. We do garden. We're growing a lot of things right now. We got the coolest thing that we got the other day. We actually have an Amish market near us that sells the coolest plants you'll ever see. And we got this stuff called African blue, or is it African black? African blue. I think African blue basil, and this shit is really good. Yeah, I'm not about e-bagging. I don't like I said, right? The predator catchers. I'll give you an example. I'll drop some names right now. LC Predator Catcher. He's kind of semi-local to me. It's short for Luzerne County Predator Catcher. He doesn't really push the donations. He don't. Neither does Colorado Ped Patrol. That's the guys. Those are both YouTube channels that I recommend. Both have Patreons. Neither one of them really push the e-bagging. But then again, look, these guys, and they have like guys that they pay salaries to that work for them. Like, these seem like decent guys, and they're not, and they're upfront about, like, look, you want to know how much y'all give me on Patreon? Here, it's this much. If you I'll this is what we're doing right now, so we're able to do this, and this. I'm okay with that. I'm okay with that. I'm okay with that. But what I'm not okay with is when you have a YouTube channel and you upload a YouTube video, and I get it, even if you're making that your job, you cannot stop what you're doing and derail your train of thought every 5 minutes to mention your memberships or mention your Patreon, or you just can't do that, because any genuine thought or any kind of creativity that you were moving forward with in your train of thought, that, for me, that completely, even if it disrails you and you can jump back right on those rails, I cannot. So, that's just where I'm at with it. But again, I'm not totally against things like Patreon, because like the predator catchers, they use it to sustain themselves so they can do it for a living, and the cops don't have time for that shit. Those are the worst of the worst people. The only type of worst people I could think that would be out there would be people that would abuse animals, and like those type of people. Let me tell you something, right? I catch somebody abusing an animal in front of me, I'm putting these dick beaters right on them, right? That's the only time I would probably ever get down like that, or if somebody went after me or my family, right? But now, if they could assemble, let me tell you this, right? If they could assemble Catching Creeps it ain't, and these dudes are probably, honestly, these dudes all said and done, after they pay their salaries and shit, they're probably making, and this is probably the guy probably has to pay taxes out of this money. The guy might be making, on a good week, on a really good week, he might make like $1,400 on like a average, maybe not the best week, maybe $700 or $800, and then you still got to pay taxes out of that. So would you call that making a really good living? I would say that's surviving. That's surviving money to me. That's surviving, able to pay your bill, but you're not saving a ton, But again, if you're doing something like that, you're doing it for the passion, and people can see that. I'll even go as far as like one of them predator catcher got like LC predator catcher. I would probably pick him because he's more local to me. But the Colorado guy is good too. But I would sign up for one of their Patreons and I'd fucking throw it up on my channel. Like, here's a Patreon I support, man. Because they catch people that go after our kids, man. Yeah, but here's the thing, right? I feel you on that. I see your point. I guess you could fund it through merchandise maybe. I don't see how they could do it with views. Look, I got a video, right? And I have a monetized channel, but I got a video that's got like over 1 million views, right? It has nothing to do with video games. I've probably made less than $100 off of that video. I don't see how anybody can make a living off of just views. But if you have like a channel that's got like 1 million subscribers or whatever, like, yeah, you can make money. Because I know a guy that's semi-local to me. He's got a channel called After Prison Show. His name's Joe, right? Please don't go over there and harass this guy. He's kind of like his channel's not doing that. He doesn't really even upload content to his channel much anymore. But he has another channel that like some of his hardcore fan base. He had a Patreon and shit, but he's not a hardcore e-beggar either, right? But here's the thing. This dude got to the point where he had over 1 million subs. And I saw how much money that man was bringing in, and there's no need for a Patreon. This dude was making like 20 grand a month off of just views. 20 grand a month. That's what I saw. That's what I've seen off of similar YouTubers, about 20 grand. Those are figures that I've seen. So again, I would apply. I could think of 3 different YouTubers that's about how much they were making. That's a lot of money, dude, to me. I've never made money like that. But if you're making 20 grand in 1 month, and I get it, you have to pay taxes out of that. It would probably be, let's see, Joe should. Yeah, I know that Joe. I know he used a lot of that money to that he brought in. He put a lot of people in recovery houses, and he bought people like mopeds and shit. The dude, he did spend a lot of that, and he was pretty upfront about how much money he was bringing in and what he was doing with the money. Now, of course, that dude had some pretty serious haters out there, so he couldn't. And I don't really know this guy personally. This is just a guy that I've followed for a long time, and again, he's semi-local to me. But he's pretty upfront about, what he's doing with the money. And again, I could tell from his views how much money he was bringing, just off of views anyway. And his viewer retention was pretty high. So but enough of this. I'm just baked right now going on about e-beggars. I don't care. Why should we waste time thinking about that? It does not matter. We just recognize the fake and we move on, right? No, we're not going to configure shit. We're going to play this game as it is in its natural state. See, this is where I get fucked up. I'm just gonna play it safe and go with the red. All right. It is, though, just thinking about it, though, not to go on about the subject, but watching a grown man, act like a child on the internet, it's pretty disgraceful, though, dude. Now, I know that doesn't sound like much coming from me. I'm playing a Japanese video game midday. But I'm sure you can relate, though. Dude, like, oh my god, you know what's disgusting is when that review tech takes his clothes off for like when he reaches the oh my god, that is so disgraceful. Like, how could any dude? If my woman caught me doing that, dude, she would leave straight up. If she caught me doing some shit like that, oh my god, dude, if that got out about me, dude, people in my community, dude, I would be labeled as a creep in my community if I did some shit like that. I'm telling you. It's just so shocking that guy does that, and it's like no big deal. I guess maybe because he's big, and it's like see, I don't pause the fucking video game over this. Really, I'm just hitting my coffee. Yeah, that's what I do, dude. I got a family, and my God, the hoops that I got to jump through, the blood, sweat, and tears that I put into my family. Tell you this, it's kept me away from YouTube, you know, as a hobby. There was a time where I owned a business, and I had time where I could spend with YouTube. I don't have that time anymore, but CeeLo's been there since the beginning. CeeLo's been there. I was streaming Dojin shooters that I was collecting. This was years ago. CeeLo was there for that. A lot of these games got ported to Switch and shit now, which is pretty cool. We still need the one that we still need is oh god, Battle. What's that one Dojin game? It's like a cave game. God, Battle. Shit. I want to go get it and show it to you because it's like the best shooter in the world. Hold on. We need a port of this on the Switch. I gotta get this and show it to you guys. I'm sure everybody probably knows about this. This is like one of the best shooters ever, though. Damn glare. Battle Traverse. This is a piece. God, I wish that we could get like a Switch port of whatever, PS4, Xbox, whatever. Now, let me tell you this. This game right here, if this got ported to Xbox, I would buy a Series X today. If this got ported to Xbox physical, I would buy one. Even digitally, fuck it, I'd buy a Series X today. That's how serious this game is to me. But in the beginning of my YouTube, I streamed this game quite a bit. I used to stream it in the corner of my basement. Another one I streamed quite a bit was Crimson. Oh fuck, I died. Crimson Clover. I forget, do you get extended in this game? Oh, I shouldn't have grabbed that. Why did I grab that? Hold on, I gotta open this door. It's getting stuffy down here. Ooh, how did I let that happen? How did I let that happen? I walked right into it. This is my favorite weapon right here. Or my favorite spread pattern anyway. Ah! Fucker got me. Yeah, I took major damage. I wonder how many lives I have left. Probably one. Or probably no. I don't think I get extends in this game either. This is the hardest level. This is where this is what separates the men from the boys right here. This level. That's the tail of the beast. See it? Hanging down like a big... Ugh. I ain't even gonna say it. Look at it. This reminds me of a Dojin shooter, the way the graphics are in this level. Oh, there. One continue. Sorry I'm not looking at the chat, guys. I've really got to pay attention right now. Yep, so we went into my whole belief system on begging for money on the internet, pretty much. Totally cool with views, though. But if you got big subscriber counts, you know, you should be good on money. But the thing is, I think the guys that bring in the big money are the ones that have like the big bank of videos that people just click on all the time and watch, and which that's cool. As long as, especially if it stayed up for like till the end of the time, or at least till the end of their life, that's pretty cool. Like it's like a Social Security or something like that. But that's probably not going to go down like that. Somebody's going to claim ownership of all the content probably at some point. So doesn't this remind you? This reminds me of a Yakuza shooter, doesn't it? Does it not? Like Yakuza 6, but just like yeah, this reminds me of Yakuza 6. we go. The heart of the beast. See it beating? How could I have avoided? There's no way I could have avoided that. That's called being at the wrong place at the wrong time. I like how they have the bullet cancel set up. It's like you know when the cancel is going to happen. Damn. He gone. Let's see. Hell yeah, they are. Shit, I wish I owned Patreon. Fuck. They're probably going to end up getting sued and being gone, though. Google's the real one. This level is a lot easier for me, but this level is a really relaxing, atmospheric level. You can kind of sit back and chill. You know what I'm saying? Some of these bullet patterns get kind of gnarly though, but they're not too bad. Ah, you motherfucker. You piece of shit. I'm not gonna let you best me, no sir. Woo! Oh my god. You fucker. These things are kind of hard because you got to knock out the whole thing from the head to the tail. Usually once you knock out the tail, it's, you know, it's done. When there's like 5 of them on screen, it gets kind of hectic. See, I'm starting at the head, and then I'm working my way down the whole body. Other games have done this. Shit. And then the juicy tail. Looking like a silverfish, which are terrible this time of year. God, they're nasty. We got so many silverfish down in the basement. Like, we get ladybugs pretty bad and stink bugs, but man, fuck them silverfish. At least they ain't no roach. Ugh. Or rat. Oh, rats are the worst when you get them. When I had my Lexus, I had rats chew up the wiring harnesses in my car twice. The first time I paid for it with cash. Shit was 10 grand, right? The wiring the second time. And then I got my car back 2 days later. They did it again, and I about started crying. I called the insurance company, and they handled it that time, and my rates didn't go up, thank God. It was considered an act of God. But it wasn't God, it was those damn rats. Those Nordic rats. Oh. Gotta bob and weave. See, this boss has some pretty gnarly patterns. But they're not too terrible. They do get kind of gnarly though. Ah, no. Almost. Come on. Come on. There we go. All right. Why? No, it is. You know why? I did research on this. Come to find out, so rats' teeth, at least these Nordic rats that we have, which are pretty much okay. So these rats, right? I'm gonna go off like I did on the e-beggars. I'm about to go off, which are funny because now I'm about to go off on rats, right? Which is weird, right? So rats. Okay, so hundreds of years ago, port towns on the east coast of the United States of America, Baltimore being one of them, Philly, Boston. I'm sure it's down as places in Georgia and Florida. I'm sure. So these rats, they're not native to the Americas. These are Nordic rats. So these things came, I guess, from Norway, right, or somewhere around there. I would assume. I read about it. I forget. It's been some years. These Nordic rats came over on shipping boats to these port towns hundreds and hundreds of years ago, and these port towns got infested with these rats, which coincidentally brought on things like the Black Plague and many other diseases that the people of different countries had no immunities to. So these rats are really terrible. Okay, all right. So these rats, these things have. Oh, what's up, Master System? My soul. So these Nordic rats, right? They have these long teeth that don't stop growing. So what's the big deal with these teeth don't stop growing? So these teeth don't stop growing, so they have to chew on things to whittle their teeth down. I guess kind of like, you know, like a someone on crack or crystal meths have like teeth that are kind of whittled down like broken shards of glass, you know. So these rats have teeth that never stop growing, and wiring is like the perfect thing for them to like whittle their teeth down. I guess just like the rubber with like the wiring in the middle. So they love chewing on that shit, and they, you know, cars offer a great source of this wiring. So they get up and all right. So the rat that I have a picture of this somewhere. So I tried to start my car, nothing, no battery, nothing, right? I don't know why it was a push to start. So anyway, I pushed to start the car, nothing. I'm like, what the hell? So I popped the hood, and I remember like it was hard for me to pop the hood, but I popped the hood, and there's this, it looked like a bird's nest in this thing, condoms, condom wrappers, needles, like it was the most disgusting thing. It looked, it was awful. It was awful. Drug paraphernalia, crack vials, all this nest, this rat nest, grass and whatever this thing could find, wrappers and different soda caps, and it made this nest. And I popped the hood, and the thing was just staring at me. And I look at it, and I'm like, dude, what the fuck? And then it just kind of like jumped into the engine and like scurried off. And oh god, so that was a $10,000 hit right there. At the time, I was I was with my woman then. Yeah, I was with my woman then. But it was a $10,000 hit though. And at the time, I lived alone. I had a house. I lived in a different place than I live at right now. I had a house by myself that I paid for alone. And I had that, like, at the time, I had a pretty decent job, but I had that car too. And that car was damn near as much as what my rent was. Not with the rent and the utilities, but the rent. I ended up selling that car. But that was a very good car to me. And because of that, I stayed within that family of vehicles because I love that car so much. But I'll tell you, it was an ISF. It was an ISF 250. I know 250, but the thing was really a 350 because I was importing parts. There was, for whatever reason, the state that I'm in, there was certain parts that they couldn't put on that car. So I found this dealership in California. I found them on eBay that was sending me, I guess they were getting them off of wreck cars or whatever. For the year Lexus that I had, they were sending me these parts at really good cost. So it was IS. It was IS. Yeah, it was ISF. It was IS 250. But let me get to that, right? So the intake on the 250 and the 350 is completely different, but it's bolt right on. So I ordered a 350 intake and bolted it right on. And then I wanted the factory intake because the factory intake was better than any of that bullshit that you could buy, K&N, or except for the filter. I did get a filter from one of those companies that makes it was a really good filter. It was like Nitto, or it might have been K&N, actually, now that I think about it. Like, I wouldn't want an aftermarket. Actually, K&N really isn't that bad, but what's another one? Like a Weapon R intake. Remember Weapon R? Weapon R used to make decent shit if you had like a Cavalier, like a Cavalier that you wanted to hook up. But I tell you what though, I wouldn't. Yeah, you're absolutely right about that, and that was absolutely a V6. Now that's the only thing I hated about that car, was that it was a V6. Now I did like the rear wheel drive. It wasn't all-wheel drive. That would have been nice if it was, but it was rear-wheel drive, which, if you know anything about rear-wheel drive, I used to have a IROC Z28 back when I was a kid. That was a pretty awesome car to have as a kid. But that ISF performed. I mean, it performed a lot better than the IROC, but it pretty much, like, the drivetrain was pretty much the same as the IROC, obviously with less power. You know, the IROC had a 350 in it. You know, the IROC had the same motor that Corvettes pretty much had that year, and it wasn't a 305; it was a 350. I'm pretty sure the IROC Z28, it was an 86, had a 350 in it. 2-port injection, had the snorkel intake. You know what I'm talking about? Sorry, I used to work on cars for a living. I used to something you guys probably don't know about me. I'm not, by the car I drive now, you couldn't tell that I'm a car guy, but I used to be, kind of, especially when I was a single man. You know, I was into the sport compact cars, STI. Most of my friends had STIs, and that's how I got into it. Lexus, the IS family of Lexuses that came out in the mid 2000s. I knew like girls that were buying those cars, but I was seeing those ISs, and I was like, I think it was the IS 300, I think it was, or the IS 300. You know what I'm talking about. But I remember seeing girls drive those cars, and I was like, damn, that fucking IS is awesome. And then when they came out with the ISF, I just had to have it. I had to have ISF. Just like I was this close to getting a Civic Type R the year that they got re-released here. And I paid $1,000 to get on a waiting list. Something happened in my life where I just gave away I was like, here, I think I gave it back to the dealership. A buddy of mine did it as a favor for me, so I didn't even ask for the money back. And he had to like pull some strings to make this happen. And he was like, dude, I can get you this car, but I'm going to tell you, dude, you're going to pay $5,000 more than the sticker price. I'm just telling you. He's like, I'm not making any money off you. This is what I have to pay for this car. He's like, I'm not. He's like, you're paying $5,000 for us to get it from another dealership, like as a favor for you, because this is a guy that I was really close with this man. I wasn't sucking his cock or anything like that, but this was an old boss of mine that me and him made a lot of money together, in the industry that we were in. So you're doing a favor for me, right? But something happened in my life, and I couldn't get that Type R, or that Civic Type R. But now, with the way things are, it's like, fuck. Should I get a gasoline car? Should I get an electric car? Is gasoline even going to be here? Like, I don't know, man. I'm confused. Should I get a hybrid? I'm thinking I should get a Prius. Seriously, dude. I would love to have a sport compact car. I can afford it. I'm scared to get it because, like, I don't want to not be able to afford the fuel for it or something. Like, what should I do? I don't know. What's your guys' opinion? What do you think? I'm thinking I should get a hybrid. That's what my woman's got. She's got a hybrid, and I'm pretty impressed with her hybrid. So, maybe like a hybrid SUV, like a CRV hybrid or something. I'm down with that. I do bike ride it a lot. So, as long as I can have something I can throw a bike rack on, I'm good. But let me get back to this game. See, I went off on a rant. The Type R, dude. What's another car that I like? I considered getting a GTR, but I'm not paying $100,000. I'm not, Damn, those GTRs are fucking nice, dude. I've driven a GTR. just from like when I like, just where I live at, like people that know me, like people that know me know I'm cool, so people let me drive their car. Anyone I know that gets a sweet car, I'm fucking driving it. You know what I mean? So I like the GTR. That thing's fucking fast, dude. I really like it, but it's a Nissan though. You know what I mean? And it's big. It's a big car. I don't like that about it. Just like when I was a kid, this was cool when I was a kid, but I would not want an IROC now because of how large it's a large car. The GTR is a very large, very heavy car. So as cool as that car is, no. The price alone is a no. It's a fucking year's salary, that car. Or 2 years salary for some people. Type R. I'll tell you another car that I like. It's a cheap car that I think is pretty cool. Is those Focus RSs. I mean the Focus STs of course, but I don't even think they make STs anymore. They just make the RS. Both of them are cool. Hell, even the Fiesta ST. I test drove a Fiesta ST, bro. Let me tell you something, right? The Ford Fiesta ST, this is a small car. It's just, I would like a car to be a little bit bigger than that, but I just test drove one for the hell of it at a dealership, right? I was driving up and down this road, and dude, the blow-off valve on that thing, like, I could not believe the sound of the blow-off valve when I was fucking hitting them gears on the Fiesta. I can't speak for the Focus ST, but I think it was God, I forget what year it was. This was a few years ago, but dude, the blow-off valve on that thing was fucking loud as shit. I was really impressed, and it's quick. The Ford that's probably the fastest car you're gonna get for the money. It was like a $25,000 car, I think. Now probably even more than that with the way things are. You ain't getting better than that. I tell you another car that people that I knew that were car people, like at the time, a good budget sports car for the money that people have really made some good points about. You know, for the money would be a Mazda Speed Series, like a Speed 3. You're probably not going to get any better than that, you know, for the money. You know what I mean? But that's like a kid's car though. But it's a cool car. Don't get me wrong. I'm not a big fan of the Mazdas. My girl had a Mazda. But the Speed Series are kind of cool. Okay. I'd pick a Ford over a fucking Nissan any day, bro. That's just me. I would much rather I'd rather have a Focus RS. Damn. Dude, if I could get like if they make a STI hybrid or something like that, I'm all in. I'm all in on an STI hybrid. I am, dude. I'll go. Damn. I know the Speed 3 are pretty quick. I think the Speed Series are pretty good, but I want a Subaru. I want a Subaru hybrid, like a STI hybrid, just like a WRX hybrid. I'm in at 60K. I'm in at 60K. If it's available, I'm in at 60K. That's about any more than that, no. That's pushing it, dude. I can't afford 60K. What am I saying? I don't want to spend more than 40 on a car. I mean, honestly, or finance 40, you know. It's about $100 for every 100, right? I usually don't like paying more than 5, so I put money down. And usually when I finance, if I finance 30's 500. So, I'm cool with 5, but anything more than that, I like to put down as the down payment, just because I hate getting this big ass fucking car payments in the mail. It sucks. I used to get them as a kid, and I would look at them and because I wanted to, like, you know, get some smoke or whatever as a kid, and I'd look at that car payment and I'd be like, man, gotta call Plugman Jones and tell him never mind. Never mind, I gotta make the car payment instead of Plugman Jones. I remember Plugman Jones when he had the car payment due, the prices were the best. time is it? It's like 1 o'clock. I want to try to get to the game store at some point today. I'm going to try to get on there and take some video. What should I take video of at the game store? I've already uploaded 2 game store videos. I don't want to upload the same video over and over and over again, but I do want to use that new mic that I got, man. You want me to highlight some some shit that they got for sale that is good, like good stuff, because they got a lot of it. You like the BRZ or the what the hell is it called now? The Toyota 86 or whatever. Same thing, right? Shit, I tell you what, dude. If I bought a Scion, if I had a Scion, and no offense to anyone that owns a Scion, I would fucking pop that. I'd pop that badge off and throw a Toyota badge on there, or a Lexus badge faster than you can shake a stick. I'd be embarrassed to ride around with a Scion badge on my car. Just because they made that car for kids. That was a car company for kids, dude. It gained some traction, though. Toyota, I'm sure Toyota made money. I mean, they had some, the BRZ. It's so crazy that Scion, though. I mean, it's Toyota, but yeah, I wouldn't have no Scion badge on my car. I'd do. If you got a Scion badge on your car, you might as well have those eyelashes that you stick on your front headlights and a puffy pink fucking shag steering wheel if you're going to keep a Scion badge on your fucking car, dude. No offense to anyone that has a Scion, though. Just talking shit. Dude, I remember one time, right? This was back. I used to be one of those guys that sold bootleg bullshit speakers out the back of a van. You know what I'm talking about, the white van scam. I was one of those guys for a few years. We used to do pretty good. I made a couple grand a week, every week. Pretty sweet gig, right? Had a pack, dude. Boss gave me a legit paycheck and everything. It was awesome. It was the best thing ever, right? I had to come up with my own health insurance, but oh god, what was I getting at? Oh yeah. So we're riding down the road, me and a couple. I was with this guy. I remember the guy's name, Adam. So me and Adam. You get teamed up with someone different every day when you're selling my audio guy. So we're driving down the road. So this kid pulls up with a car that had. I was a dude. He was whipping. He was whipping in the car. He had them eyelash things on his car, right? And I pull up next to him, and Adam, he looks over at him. He's like, oh man. He's like, sweet ride, bro. And the guy's like, oh, thanks, man. It's my girls. And Adam looks at him. He goes, ha, fag. So funny, dude. Oh my god. It was like on that scene from Fast Times at Ridgemont High. It's just like that scene. When the guy's like standing up and receiving the award or whatever for being like the biggest like loser in school. Again, no offense to anybody. Just a funny little thing that happened once. Dude, what about closest friends who we sold speakers together? He was gay, dude, right? Awesome dude though. Dude had all his friends were these like hot chicks and stuff. I had a woman, so I never messed with any of these hot chicks, but some of the chicks were actually pretty cool. We'd all hang out, but this dude did like some type of karate or some shit, right? He trained like his whole life, and he told me as a kid he got bullied real bad. He said he knew he was gay when he was a little kid. He said when he would watch like porno videos, he started watching the dude more than the chick, and that's when he knew he was gay. Anyway, I don't want to go into that, but so as a kid, this guy got teased, and he learned some type of karate or whatever, right? And he would show me little flips and stuff, and when we would hang out, he would do little somersaults and little flips and shit. But one day, like we were selling we sold speakers together. I'm telling you, that's a street thing, right? So sometimes shit happens in the street, right? So a deal went bad one day, and fucking this dude popped off on him, and he just fucking laid this guy out real quick, and he was like, yeah, you just got your ass whipped by, because he was talking all this like this fucking like gay shit, right? And he's gay, and the dude was gay, and he was like, yeah, you just got your ass whipped by a faggot. How you feel about that? It was so funny, dude. I think I actually got a picture of that guy on the ground in my old phone. That was a pretty funny time. Sucks that the guy got laid out. I don't like when people get hurt, but another time we had a dude, like, he was like hanging on to the back of the van, and like he wouldn't let it. Oh god, that got pretty ugly. I thought something bad was gonna happen. Luckily nothing bad happened. No one got hurt. But let me get back to this game. My friend is a good. That guy was one of my closest friends, man. He accidentally killed my snake on accident. I could tell that he felt extremely guilty about that. He didn't mean to do it, but I was pretty upset. I love that snake. I trusted him with my snake, and he killed the snake. Wasn't on purpose, though. I get it. I do want to get another snake. I love snakes, dude. He does have a dog, and he seems to take pretty good care of the dog, so that's a good thing. That dude ended up having a really, really ugly codependent relationship with this other dude, right? And the dude was cool. I thought he was a pretty cool dude, but man, it just watching that codependent relationship was just kind of, you see a lot of things and you're like, man, I don't ever want to behave like that, you know? I learned a lot watching them too. You know, because it's like, what do you do when the problems are deeper than just somebody's like a bad person, or somebody like when the, you know, or somebody, you know, just weird shit, like when it's like these weird, deep-seated, like, it's just crazy. I guess that's where the mental health professionals come into play. Which is weird. You say, I mean, mental health, it's like, they're making it seem like, you know, you just click on an application on your phone, and then there's going to be like a guidance counselor there to like talk you through your problems. I mean, that's kind of a cool concept. But I would be ashamed to tell people that I was an online guidance counselor. I couldn't. Unless it paid really, really, really well. It's like, all right, look, I know that seems like a bullshit job. I'm an online guidance counselor. Dude, I make 150 grand a year. Like, really? You do? Sign me up, bro. Yeah, people, they call me in the middle of the night and talk to me about these weird problems they have, but I make 150 grand a year. That's the end of the game. That'd be a pretty slick job. I bet they do make that much. You probably take like a 15-minute online. I'm going to do that, dude. Fuck what I'm doing right now. Take an online class and get certified in something. Make 150 grand a year dancing around on TikTok. Or whatever the hell they do. Alright. I don't know what to do to get rid of ants. Seems like every trash can, and this is a pretty clean house, but every trash can in the house, there's a little hole in the wall, and then there's a whole line of ants going to the trash can. And here, I can show you better than I can tell you. Let's see. And we lost video. I can get the video back. It's gonna take a second though. Damn, I shouldn't have messed with the camera. What did I do? Alright, cool. We're back. Now I fucked the video. Isn't that funny? Alright, so now I gotta go reset the... Oh, man. This reminds me of back when, every time you'd set up a live stream, like a million things would go wrong. Alright, so let me... Alright, seems good enough. Alright, so now we gotta reset this this video here. Video capture device. We want Elgato Game Capture HD. Yes, I use an Elgato Game Capture HD. I should get a new game capture device. I really should. Probably good. I don't know. I've been digging. I'm gonna show you the mic that I got. Is anyone even still in the chat? I can't see how many people are in the chat. I can see the chat. I gotta bust my phone out, so it sucks when I started the chat, the mic wasn't working. From Carlos pointed that out. Let's see. Oh, we got a few people in here. Alright. No, we don't want to save replay data. I'm gonna go to Escatos next though. But yeah, I want to show you this this mic and shit that I got. Give me just 1 second. Let me finish this. Here. So I got now this thing right here. Oh god, hold on. All right. So this thing right here, I think I got ripped off on at Micro Center. I looked on eBay, and you can buy them for like $40. I paid $100. It was the only one they had, and I really wanted a good grip. I really did. So it's like, damn, should I take it back and then just buy one online and get the? No, I'm not gonna be that guy. I like Micro Center. I do support that store. I do get a lot of stuff from them. Fuck it, price of doing business. Why am I gonna be cheap, right? But anyway, I got this grip. And I did get a new phone that has what I would consider to be that I would never need a camcorder ever again. So I got this grip. With this just in itself right here is just the grip. The mount is actually fantastic. This phone mount. I could hold my phone so long as I was able to have a grip with my hand. I could hold this on a roller coaster and not have to worry about the phone dropping off anywhere. But not only is it a grip, it turns kind of into a tripod Or if you wanted to, you could turn it into a selfie stick if you wanted to. Not that I would ever do that, but as a tripod, it does kind of work. It just opens up, twists it into place, and the grip turns into a tripod, right? And then you can put your mount at the top. So pretty nifty, I'd say. It's a really nice grip, and it feels really sturdy. And you throw the mount on here, and there's a mount at the top for the microphone. And then I spent $80 on this mic. It's not a shotgun mic, but it looks like a shotgun mic. It records more of just like everything kind of around you mic, which is exactly what I want. But that's what it looks like. Let's see, Joby, Joby. I don't know. That's it. It's the same manufacturer as this grip right here, but this is an awesome grip. I really like it. Even though it was kind of expensive for the pair, you got to pay to play though. I got a $50 mic that came with this little grip, and it sounded like crap. There's a spot in my last video where there's like a 5-second clip where you can hear the audio. It sounded like I had a snake hidden in the closet hissing or something hidden. It's like hissing at you. It was awful. But yeah, these two things together, dude, winning combination. I can do a lot more. I can go to conventions now. I could get a good video, get audio. I could do anything now. I could set the damn thing down with anything I can do now. I got this stuff, so that's really all you need to put up. Really, you don't even need this stuff, but I wanted this stuff, so. Thinking that like I hold the mic right now, like I hold the mic up next to my face. So I want to get a like a boom, like a crane, I don't know, like some type of crane mic stand, one that sits on the floor though. That way I don't have to keep moving the mic. All right, where is Eschatos? Look at all these games I got on here. Quite a bit. We need a physical of this, the Castlevania Advanced Collection. We need a physical of that. Contra, I'll buy that when it comes to the stove. Crosscode I took back. I need to get another copy of that because it's a really decent RPG, that indie RPG that Devil Engine's awesome. I don't know if you guys have played this. Let's check Devil Engine out real quick. This is a shooter, an awesome shooter that I don't think we'll ever get a physical version of, because the guy that did the sound and the guy that published the game, there's like a huge beef between those two, that the guy that did the sound didn't receive any kind of money for the work that he put in. Or something like that. So that kind of sucks. Oh. All right, should be good now. I adjusted the sound. Yeah, I usually have to bump it way down. And my mic, I usually turn all the way up. Let me make sure that's all the way up. Appreciate that, homie. Yeah, we good to go. Okay. All right. Tell me how the game sound is now. It shouldn't be too loud. This is an awesome shooter. And I would love for us to get a physical version of this game. I didn't have it set to live chat. It just said top chat. That's crazy. Okay. Live chat. All right. Look at that parallax scrolling. That reminds me of like a Mega Drive game right there. Very easy, of course. Very easy is really very hard. Alright, CeeLo says to turn the game sound up a hair. Alright, hold on. How's that? I guess you're going to have to hear something before you can make that decision, right? Alright, hold on. Burst speed. Bomb is R. Bomb is A. Okay. Alright, so bomb is A. Gotta conserve my A's. I like the homing when you get a bunch of them, but oh my god, I got an extend and blew myself up at the same time. Can you believe that? That's messed up. Oh, I had the speed set on high. That's why. Yeah, it's kind of similar, isn't it? The art, I mean, I like the art style better than standard and binary stuff. This boss is hard because the shrapnel hits you every time. There's a bullet cancel button, but I can't ever seem to hit it at just the right time. So I'm not really super clear on the mechanics of the cancel. See, I just tried to cancel there and it just killed me. So just canceled there. I guess you can't bullet cancel with the shrapnel. See, I just canceled there. You can see because like a damn. So I guess you can only bullet cancel with just bullets. Like watch. See, I just canceled that. You should be able to cancel anything. It's kind of fucked up. It's a damn shame we're not going to get a physical of this. I'm still going to hope that we are, hopefully. Ah, you bastard. All you have to do is just cancel at the right time. Ah, I didn't cancel. Oh, this is a cool looking level. Ah, you fuck. Damn. Yeah, you gotta know when to use that bullet cancel. I wonder if we'll ever get an Eschatos physical on the Switch. I'm gonna look that up. I'm seeing something here that it might be a physical. Hold on, I use bathroom. Actually, you know what, guys? I got a bunch of errands I gotta run, so yeah, I'm gonna do that. I'll try to jump on maybe later this evening, but yeah, hopefully again, this isn't really a new. I mean, this is a new mic, but it's the same kind of mic. It's just a blue snowball. They're easy to use. You can use them on a PS4. They're only $40, but I dropped one and it stopped working even though the light came on. So I did get a new one, and I actually threw the old one away. I didn't return it. No, I thought to. I did not do that. Just like I'm gonna keep that grip, right? But thank you guys for stopping by and hanging out with me today. So until next time, you know, everyone, you know. Albert, CeeLo, everybody, Carlos, appreciate everybody stopping by. Until next time, peace.